Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa. I am so glad to have you here. So today's video is going to be all about how to use essential oils. I'm really excited about this video. It's just going to be really informational and educational, and I just want to teach you guys sort of what I do with my essential oils and just how I use them in my everyday life and the importance of them. And I'm also going to talk to you about several of my favorite oils today and how I use those. So if you're interested in learning about essential oils, learning about the benefits, learning what are, some good oils to use and incorporate into your family, keep watching. Also, if you are a mama and you're interested in motherhood videos or educational videos on natural, mama life, or like oils and motherhood, any of those things, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be making a lot of videos of that sort. So now that that's over with, let's get into the video. I'm so excited. All right, so there are 3 ways to use essential oils, okay? 3 ways. Now, before I get into that, I do want to say that it's very important to know where you're getting your essential oils and how they're being made. So it is very common for people to say, oh, I'm going to get started with oils, and go on Amazon and purchase an oil kit there, just random essential oils and a diffuser, and start there. Or to go to a local grocery store and get essential oils there. The problem with that is that you don't know how your oils are being made. You don't know how the plants are being farmed. You don't know any of those things. So, sorry, got an itch. You're basically just trusting, those oils, those stores, or the Amazon, link, or wherever you're getting your oils. So I just, I wanted to preface this video by saying, or this class by saying to you, that it is very important where you get your essential oils and how you get your essential oils, okay? And I will tell you right now that where I have chosen to get my essential oils is through a company called Young Living. You might have heard of it, you might not have. Young Living, and I will tell you right now why Young Living is so amazing, but they are completely a trustworthy company. I don't have to worry about anything being added into my oils, because sometimes when you get oils from the store or Amazon, they can be, there can be a lot of added things. Like sometimes they'll add fake fragrance to make them smell better, or who knows what, but you want the purest essential oils, because that's where all the benefit comes from. That's where all the health benefit comes from. So Young Living is, from seed to seal, which is, all of life. Young Living is extremely 100% pure. And the reason I know that, and the reason I trust them, is because they have a farm, or a couple farms, I think, that are open to the public. You could go at any time and tour their farms and see how they make their oils and just the process that they do. And it's just so amazing. They're completely trustworthy. There's no secrets. There's nothing added. There's nothing hidden. What you see is what you get. You get pure 100% essential oils. And the coolest thing about essential oils from Young Living too is that they are completely safe to ingest. So we'll talk about that more in a minute. But my whole point is, it is important to know before you start using essential oils, before you even buy them, before you even think about them, where are you getting your oils? And are they pure? Are they 100% safe and pure? Okay, now that that's out of the way, we will get into the 3 ways of using oils. So the first way that you can use essential oils is aromatically, which basically means inhaling the oils through the air, through a diffuser or a vaporizer, or just opening the bottle and smelling. So I'm actually going to just quickly show you a bottle here. I have a 5 milliliter, and I'll talk more about this in a minute, but this is a 5 milliliter, hope you can see that, essential oil bottle. And basically, you'll just open the cap here. This is Thieves, and I'll tell you all about Thieves in a minute. And there you go, that's how you inhale it. That is aromatically. It is amazing that way. I love diffusing oils in my house, or just, like I just did, inhaling them. It just is, it can purify the air, and it's amazing. Also, you can use them topically. I would suggest if you use them topically, if they are hot oils, which we will get into, you want to dilute them. Diluting an oil just means that you can put it in a roller bottle, which you can get on Amazon, a glass or stainless steel roller bottle, along with a carrier oil, which is basically like a liquid coconut oil or an olive oil or an avocado oil or any kind of oil like that, Nut oils are good too, grape seed oil or whatever. There's all different kinds of oils, but a carrier oil basically. You can fill your bottle with carrier oil and then add however many drops of oil you want to your bottle and roll it on, and that's how you can dilute it. I do dilute hot oils, but with certain oils, which I'll talk about, I just kind of put them right on my skin. So you can rub them topically into your skin. With kids, I would always dilute, but for me, you know, for adults, you know, you can decide what you want to do, but I'm kind of hardcore, so sometimes I don't. But topically on your skin is very good, very helpful for your skin, very, very healthy. And then the last way you can use essential oils is to ingest them, so internally. And like I said, Young Living's oils are totally safe to ingest. And I will also mention that I'm going to be talking about a bunch of oils right now that are my favorite and how I use them, and they're going to be oils that are included in the Young Living Premium Starter Kit, which if you start with Young Living, like if you're interested in becoming a member, this is the kit that you would get. It comes with a diffuser and 12 of your basic essential oils, and they're all in the same size bottle that I just showed you. They're all 5 milliliter bottles, and the coolest thing about them is that they say Vitality on them, which Vitality on the label just means they are safe to eat, or ingest, or drink, or whatever it is, which all of Young Living's oils, no matter what, are safe, but that Vitality label is there just because, you know, of safety reasons, just because it has to be there. But yes, any of these oils are safe to ingest, which I love doing. There are several ways I use these oils internally, and I'll talk about some of those in a second. So let's go ahead and get into the 12 oils. I'm going to talk about all of them that come in the Premium Starter Kit, which, by the way, is amazing. I love this kit. It's how I got started with oils, or on my oily journey, as I call it. And like I said, it comes with a diffuser that you can plug in and fill with water and put oil in, and it's just amazing, and you can use all these 12 oils in so many different ways. So we're going to start by talking about Lemon Vitality. Lemon Vitality is very well known. It's a very good oil. There are several ways that you can use lemon. Lemon is one of my absolute favorite scents in the world. I love smelling it. I also love the taste of it. I actually add 1 to 2 drops to a glass of water every day for a refreshing beverage. Okay, here's a secret about me, actually, before I say this. I'm really bad about drinking water, and I am a breastfeeding mama, in case I haven't mentioned that yet. Well, you know I'm a mama, but I have an 8-month-old daughter. I love her to pieces. She's so beautiful, and I'll talk a lot about her in this when I explain how I use my oils, but I nurse her exclusively, and so it's important when you're nursing, obviously, to be really hydrated, and I am really bad at that. So I have made it easier for myself to drink water by drinking water with some lemon oil in it, and it is the best decision I've ever made. It is so good. It makes my water taste so fresh, and it gets my oil in my body, which is healthy for me. Lemon's good for digestion. Lemon's good for mood enhancement. I mean, lemon is good for everything. Lemon is just amazing. Lemon is refreshing and everything you can think of. Lemon is like the best oil. One of my top favorites, which I have so many favorites, as you'll find out. But what I wanted to say is that if you do choose to drink lemon water, which it does help me drink more water because it makes it taste better, it makes me want to drink it, make sure you always drink in a glass cup or like a stainless steel bottle, never in plastic, because these oils are so strong and pure, these Young Living oils, that it just doesn't go with plastic. I think it like does something funky where the plastic can literally start disintegrating. Yeah, it's bad. Let's just not do that. So make sure if you do lemon water, another tip is put a little bit of sugar at the bottom of your glass or your bottle. That way, because water and oil don't mix very well together, so when you put a little sugar on the bottom and you put your oil and your water in, it kind of mixes the oil better. Just a little pinch. That's what I do. Or salt, but I like sugar. But yes, lemon water, that's one way I use lemon, is just to put some in my water, and it is an amazing, amazing thing that I drink at least once a day. So lemon is also gently cleansing and purifying. It's just a great oil. It's very clean. You can also put 1 to 2 drops under your tongue every morning. I've heard that helps with digestion support. I've never done it, but I would do it because it tastes that good. You can also, for like a healthy snack idea, you can add some drops of lemon oil to or to yogurt with raw fruit, or to hummus with raw veggies. That's really cool, and I really want to try that, but it's a tip that I heard from one of my friends, and I bet it's amazing. You can also use lemon oil in recipes for cooking. You can use it in making like salad dressings. You can use it in marinades, and you can also use it to bake in your baked goods. So that's really cool. You can diffuse lemon, which is another one of my favorite ways to use it. It's a very uplifting aroma. Diffusing it in bathrooms and kitchens is a really good thing to do, because when you have like a weird smell in the bathroom or a really weird smell in the kitchen, it's just good. Lemon is really purifying to the air, and it helps bad smells to go away. By the way, I will mention I have a big grandfather clock in my house. It's huge and it's loud, and it goes off every 15 minutes with the chimes. So you will hear that periodically throughout this video, and I'm sure all my other videos, or most of them. So just so you know that, that's what you just heard. Anyways, back to lemon oil. It's amazing. Lemon is my favorite. A little tip with lemon oil that you can do for seasonal support, if you have issues with the season changes and all of that, you can add, you can get like a roller bottle like I talked about with that coconut oil or whatever carrier oil you choose to use. You can fill up that roller bottle with that oil, and then you can add 5 drops or more, if you want, of lemon oil, lavender, which we'll talk about, and peppermint, which we'll also talk about. And those 3 oils mixed together make a really good roll-on that can help with seasonal issues. So that is something that is amazing, and you should try. All right, we're gonna move on to peppermint vitality. Peppermint is also another huge favorite in the essential oil community. If you use oils, you know that lemon and peppermint are both very popular oils. So peppermint, it is one of the oldest and most highly regarded herbs for supporting normal digestion. I'm using my notes, by the way, so if I sound like I'm reading, I am. It's also good for head and neck and shoulder tension. So let's talk about this. Peppermint, okay, like with digestion, it is so good for digestion. You guys, some ways that I use peppermint, if I ate a little too much or I have a little, tummy discomfort, what I often do, and my husband does this too, because he sometimes gets nauseous and stuff, I put a little peppermint on the roof of my mouth. He does it as well, and we both are a testament to this, that within like minutes, the nausea subsides that we feel. And that's just because the peppermint is just so soothing, and just, it's an amazing feeling, and it's very good, like I said, for supporting normal digestion. So that is one of the main ways I use peppermint, is on the roof of my mouth when I'm having some discomfort there. Also, when I was at the end of my pregnancy with my daughter, I was experiencing really bad heartburn, because that's just the thing you do when you're pregnant. But towards the end, it gets to be really, really hard and really bad, and it was to the point where like I couldn't even like eat anything because I felt like it was just not going to be good if I did. And it was hard to lay down and all of that. So I would also try putting peppermint on the roof of my mouth, and it really helped soothe me. So that was also a really good thing. And for head and shoulders and neck tension, peppermint is so good. Sometimes my husband gets a lot of headaches, so sometimes I'll put some peppermint, rub it in my hands, and kind of just massage his head, and that tension does go away pretty quickly, which is awesome. And he does get a lot of shoulder tension because he does manual labor, and so the peppermint helps with that. So those are some ways we use it. You can also add 1 to 2 drops to your tea or your coffee, which, that would be so good. I have not tried that, but I plan to. Also to hot chocolate, which I have tried over Christmas last year. I added a drop to my hot chocolate, and it was pretty strong, but it was really good. It was definitely peppermint hot chocolate. You can also use it in like baked goods, like brownies or cookies or whatever. Peppermint bark, that would be really yummy. Diffuse peppermint for clarity and focus. I've also done this. Something I also like to do with peppermint is mix it with lemon in the diffuser, which is funny because we just talked about lemon. So if I put like, sometimes I'll put like maybe 4 to 5 drops of lemon and then 2 to 3 drops of peppermint in my diffuser, and that just makes a really refreshing smell as well in my home. I love that. You can also put a couple drops of peppermint on a cotton ball and put it in your car vents, and that kind of helps your car smell good as well, and it purifies the air. You can put a drop directly on your tummy when you've eaten too much food. I've also done that. So yeah, it's just a great oil. Now the thing about peppermint is, like I mentioned earlier, there is things called hot oils. Peppermint is a hot oil. What that basically means is if it gets near your eyes, it can burn, okay? It's a hot oil. So if you're gonna put peppermint on you directly, I would suggest diluting it. Or if you don't, just be very careful not to touch your eyes or anywhere that it would burn, because it's a hot oil. Another little tip for peppermint, or about peppermint, this is for my fellow nursing mamas. I would be a little careful with ingesting peppermint oil, just because it's been known to sort of decrease milk supply. I think if you use it like topically or diffuse it, it's not a big deal, but if you ingest it or if you use it a lot and that like, I think if you put it like on your breast or something topically, it might decrease supply. So just a little warning, like be careful how you use it, but you can still use it. Just maybe aromatically would be the best way, or you know, you could probably still use it for like head and shoulder tension. Just be careful. All right, let's move on to Raven, which is another oil in the starter kit. So Raven is a blended oil that Young Living created. It's beautiful. I love it. It has oils in it including lemon, wintergreen, and eucalyptus radiata. There's like a cooling sensation. Like, that's what a lot of people say. It's very like when you put it on yourself or you smell it, it's just very cooling, which I love about Raven. It's very good for respiratory support. So, okay, my 8-month-old, she's now 8 months, but when she was about 4 months old, she got really sick. I got sick too. We both got sick like the same week. So we were very uncomfortable. I had like a lot of sinus pressure. I was coughing, all this stuff. And then she just was very uncomfortable in her ears and in her nose and congested and all that stuff. And she was also, you know, kind of coughing. So what I did with Raven, and I had never really used it before. I was still new to this oil. So I just put a little bit on my chest. I definitely did not put it on my baby because I didn't dilute it. And so with the baby, I would always dilute it. And Raven's a very strong, also hot oil. So I'm very careful with it around babies. However, I put it on my chest. And then I put a shirt on, and then when I held her, she was able to inhale it still from it being on me, and it really helped her. And then I also diffused it in her room when she wasn't feeling well, and it was just very, very good for her respiratory system, for supporting that, and I think it really helped to just make her feel more comfortable. So Raven was a great oil. During that time, I still use it periodically when we're not feeling well. It's amazing. So yeah, I apply it to my chest. You can also apply it to your wrists before a workout. And you can also apply it to the balls of your feet and your toes because that's where your sinus reflexes are. So if you have like sinus issues or whatever, you can try applying Raven there, which is really interesting. So Raven is amazing. All right, we're gonna move on now to lavender. Lavender is another really popular oil in the oily community. Those who use oils will know. Lavender, there are so many endless uses for lavender. It's got a very sweet, relaxing, soothing, refreshing scent. It's just amazing. It's very floral. And yeah, the uses, like I said, are endless. It can be used for so many things. But here's a few things I use it for. So I diffuse it like maybe 5 drops or so, maybe more. I like to diffuse more, but 5 drops will definitely do, even less if you want. But I like to diffuse it in our bedroom to promote restful sleep. Oftentimes, I will diffuse it like after a stressful day, or I'll diffuse it in my daughter's room when she's just had, you know, a hard, fussy moment, and it kind of just helps calm her. Also, when my daughter was born, I had a roller bottle that I made. Actually, my friend made it for her, but I used it all the time, and it was filled with liquid coconut oil, or fractionated, however you want to say it, and it had like 8 to 10, I think it was around there, drops of lavender in the roller bottle. And I would roll that directly onto my baby's, like the bottom of her feet when she was like a newborn and she was really having a hard, fussy day. And it really had a calming effect on her. So that's a very good way to use lavender as well. And not just for babies, anyone can roll it on their feet. It's very helpful. Also, a good way to unwind after a hard day is to add 3 to 5 drops of lavender to a half a cup of Epsom salt and put it in a bathtub and get in that bath and soak it up. I do this all the time, you guys. I'm seriously in love with Epsom salt oil baths. This is my favorite way to unwind when I've had a hard mommy day and my husband comes home from work and he's like, babe, you know, take some time for you, which is so sweet of him, but this is the first thing I'll run to is taking a lavender bath. It is so relaxing. It's just the best, and it really just gives me a calm sensation and just changes my whole demeanor, and yeah, I would highly, highly suggest it. Another way to use lavender is you can put a couple drops on a cotton ball and put in like your clothing drawer to help scent your clothes. Another thing I do is I actually put a drop or two or more on, I tend to be a little more on the high end with my oil use. Like if someone says, oh, use 3 drops, I'll use 5, or use 5, I'll use 10. Anyways, that's besides the point. I just love my oils. But you can add a few drops to a dryer ball, like a wool dryer ball, and put it in your dryer with your clothes after you've washed them, and it gives them a very fresh lavender scent. And like I said before, with seasonal support, you can roll lavender on your chest and it will definitely help with that. And it's also been known in our family to help bring down body temperature. So when I mentioned my daughter was really sick a few months ago, she was, running a little warm. And so I basically took that lavender roller that I had from when she was a newborn, and I rolled it on her forehead. And you guys, like, her temperature was a little high for my comfort, and within a couple hours, it had come down to normal, pretty much. So lavender is very cooling, and it can definitely help bring down high temperatures, which is amazing. So another really cool tip with lavender is you can also use it like to make a bathroom cleaner spray, or any cleaner, but if you want to make your bathroom smell fresh, because sometimes bathrooms don't smell the freshest, you can get like a spray bottle on Amazon, and you can add 6 ounces of water and white vinegar. You want to use distilled water probably, and then you could add 10 drops of lemon and 12 drops of lavender to that, and there you go. You have yourself like a cleaning spray surface bottle for your bathroom. So that's really cool too. All right, let's move on to our next oil. Frankincense. Oh my goodness, frankincense again is another popular one. It's such an amazing oil, has so many benefits. It has a very woodsy aroma. And I always like to say, me and my friends, we like to say that if it's good enough for baby Jesus, because he got it for one of his gifts from the wise men when he was born, it is good enough for me. I love that. My really good friend actually said that, and I loved it. And I think it's amazing. So yes, Jesus used it. It's a great oil. I think his mama probably used it on him when he was a baby, I'm sure. Frankincense has a lot of benefits, like I said. It's really good for immune support. It's really good for unwinding after a stressful day. It's really good for just inhaling. I like to just inhale it or put a couple drops on my forehead in the morning when I'm spending time with the Lord, because yes, I am a Christian. I love Jesus with all my heart. And so I like to start every day reading God's word, worshiping the Lord. And so I'll put some frankincense on my forehead and just worship. And it's just a very calming oil. You can diffuse 3 to 5 drops to unwind, which is another. Diffusing frankincense is also great. Frankincense is also really good for skin support. So you could add it to like a moisturizer for your face, or your neck, or wherever you have dry skin or whatever, and you can apply daily if you want. It's great for that. It's really also good for focus and concentration. It's just a good oil all around. Sometimes when my daughter is upset, I will also kind of hold the bottle up to her nose and let her inhale it. And that kind of helps calm her down. It's just a great oil. So there you go, frankincense. We're going to move on to Panaway, which is the next oil. These are all, again, oils in the premium starter kit that you will receive if you sign up with Young Living as a member. And it's amazing. So Panaway. It's a very amazing oil, like they all are. It has a very stimulating aroma. It's another blend that was created by Young Living. It has oils in it including wintergreen, peppermint, and clove. Very strong smelling oil. It actually reminds me of Icy Hot. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but kind of good for, like, if you're into sports and you have like muscle tension. They always say like, oh, put Icy Hot on your muscles and it helps relax you. Like, this is what this oil smells like to me, and it does the same thing. Like, it really helps with muscle tension and just relaxing, and your muscles that are sore or whatever, joints, any of those things. I use Panaway all of the time because I have carpal tunnel in my wrist, and so I like to rub it on my wrist. I also have TMJ, like my jaws get locked, and so I like to put Panaway, a drop or two, on my jaw directly, and it kind of helps relax that. So Panaway is just amazing. You can use it like to massage into your muscles or joints after a workout. Amazing for that. Like I said, my husband's into manual labor, and I've used peppermint for him. I've also used Panaway when he has felt sore or has tension. I've just used Panaway to massage into his shoulders or like his shoulder blades or his neck or wherever he is feeling tension, and he always notices a difference within minutes. It's just a powerful, amazing oil. Love it, love it, love it. You can also, like with Panaway, I've also heard people can make, like, you know how I was just talking about icy hot, like it's kind of like a cream? Well, you can also make a cream. Like if you're into sports and you need something to kind of rub on you, like a cream to rub on you after you work out, you can get like whipped coconut oil, whip it up in your mixer or your blender, and you can add 10 drops of Panaway, or maybe even 15 drops of Panaway. If you were me, you'd add more. And then some peppermint in with that as well. And you can mix that together in a glass jar, whip it up, and there you go. You got yourself a cream with peppermint and Panaway. And the two of those oils together would just be amazing for helping with your muscle support. So, hope that helps with Panaway. We're going to move on to our next oil, which is called Thieves, another Young Living made blend. Thieves is the oil that I showed you in that little bottle I held up. Thieves is another one of my top favorites, along with lots of people in the Young Living community. Thieves is amazing. It's wonderful. It's magical. I will quickly tell you the story behind Thieves. So, Thieves, because you're probably thinking, why is an oil called Thieves? I thought the same thing when I first heard of it. So, Thieves was created during like the dark ages, way back when the plague was going around, you know, and people were getting sick and dying. It was really sad. And these two, maybe there was more than two, I don't know, but this group of people, this group of men would, you know, robbers basically, would come in with these bandanas around their faces, and they'd come into these villages where people were dying and getting sick, and they would steal all their stuff and leave, and they would never get sick. And people were like, why aren't these people getting the plague? Like, what the heck? And it was because they had these herbs that I'm about to mention that are in Thieves. They were inhaling these herbs. They were like on this bandana around their faces, if that makes sense. So then they called it Thieves. I thought it was kind of funny and really clever. So, Thieves is an amazing blend that contains oils such as cinnamon bark, clove, eucalyptus, lemon, and rosemary. It's an amazing blend. It smells like Christmas in a jar or in a bottle. Not even kidding. Christmas. I love diffusing it around fall and winter. It's just the best. And it is very good for immune support. Like was mentioned, those robbers did not get sick because they were inhaling these herbs, and therefore Thieves is very good for that. It's very good for immune support. So ways that you use Thieves are like seriously endless. There is actually a whole line of products in Young Living devoted to Thieves. There's like a hand soap and dishwasher soap and laundry soap and just all sorts of things. There's a household cleaner. There is, you know, just a bar of soap. Like, there's everything you can think of. Like, Thieves has it probably. Like, everything. Cleaning wise. Like, hand sanitizer, wipes. Like, I just could go on and on. Anyways, there's a whole Thieves line. And actually, funny enough, we're in the month of May right now. So if you're watching this in the month of May of 2019, then there's actually a promotion with Young Living going on right now where if you purchase one of these starter kits that I'm talking about, you will get a free bottle of the Thieves household cleaner. It's like an all-surface cleaner, and it works really well for any surfaces in your home. It's completely amazing. And you'll get a glass bottle with it, like a spray bottle, so you can put the cleaner in there. It's amazing. So you'll actually get that free with your starter kit just for this month, just for the rest of this month. So if you're watching this at the end of May of 2019, you might want to jump on this starter kit right now. Okay, let's move on to ways that I use Thieves in my home. So what I like to do with Thieves is I like to add 1 to 2 drops to really hot water. I like to make tea out of it, basically. So when my husband and I are like starting not to feel well, I will literally boil some water in my tea kettle. I will add 1 to 2 drops of Thieves. It's kind of strong, so I kind of stick to maybe 2 drops at the most. And I'll add some honey and maybe a drop of lemon or so, something like that. I don't have to add lemon, but sometimes I do. Mix it around, and there you go. There's some Thieves hot tea for you, and it's very, very good for your immune system, and it really helps me feel better when I'm starting not to feel well. So it's just amazing. So I do that. I also diffuse like 10 drops at a time in my home, in my diffuser, to increase wellness. And Thieves is also another hot oil, so just so you know, just be careful. You never really want to put this on without diluting it. I always dilute Thieves when I'm applying topically just because it's got so many hot oils in it. So Young Living actually makes a Thieves roll-on that they've made that's diluted for you. So I use that every day. I roll it on my spine, the back of my neck, the bottoms of my feet sometimes. Thieves is just one of those oils that you just can't live without. I know I can't. It is amazing, amazing. It's wonderful. I've noticed a difference in my family when we started to use Thieves. We kind of, some of us in this family, my husband, kind of have weak immune systems, and so Thieves has just really helped support that. So there you go, Thieves. Awesome. Let's move on to Citrus Fresh. Citrus Fresh smells amazing. It is a blend made with orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, and mandarin oils with a hint of spearmint. It's beautiful. It's very uplifting and refreshing. And it purifies the air really well. So if my house doesn't smell too good, because I have a black lab, so when you have a dog who is in your house all the time, sometimes your house doesn't smell too good. So I will diffuse like, 5 to 10 drops of Thieves, or not Thieves, gosh, Citrus Fresh. I already talked about Thieves, Alyssa. Citrus Fresh, I will diffuse that in my home where the dog has been, and it really helps sort of make that smell go away. It's very refreshing. I will also add this. It's another oil that I like to add to my wool dryer ball when I want my clothes to smell fresh. But actually, more than that, I will sometimes even put a couple drops of Citrus Fresh in my laundry detergent, like my soap, before I put it in the load. And it really helps also get the clothes smelling nice while they're washing. So there you go. You can also add a drop of Citrus Fresh to the bottom of your stinky shoes, and that really helps that situation, which is a great idea. So yeah, Citrus Fresh. You can also make a room spray out of Citrus Fresh. Like if you have a spray bottle and you add water and witch hazel to the spray bottle, you can add 10 drops of Citrus Fresh to that, and you got a nice refreshing room spray that's way better than Febreze. It's a natural Febreze, so there you go. Amazing. Oh yeah, and then one more thing that might be helpful with Citrus Fresh is to add a drop into the inside of your toilet paper roll. Those like little rolls of toilet paper that you have in your bathroom, and it will help your bathroom smell good, and it's a natural form of like poopery. Yes, I went there. It's amazing. All right, next oil in the kit is Digize. It's one of Young Living's exclusive dietary supplemental blends. It has ginger oil, anise, I think that's how you say it, fennel, peppermint, tarragon, lemongrass, patchouli, and juniper. A lot of oils inside of that blend. It's amazing. It smells a little funky at first. Like when I first smelled it, I was like, ooh, I don't know. But you get used to it, and honestly, it's super amazing for digestive support. So I will literally just put this directly on my tummy like I do with peppermint. But this actually I find works even faster when I have a little tummy discomfort. I'll just put the drop on there and rub it in, and within minutes I'm like, oh yeah. I will not put this on the roof of my mouth, although you can, and people do. People actually drink that. They put this oil, a couple drops in a capsule, like a gel capsule, and they just take it as a pill. I don't know if I'm ready to taste this oil. If I need to, I will, but I haven't done it yet. But it is I've heard it is very helpful if you take it internally. So that's a huge thing to do with Digize. You can also add it to a tablespoon of honey and take it that way, which I would do that because that probably would hide the flavor. But it is kind of strong, but I'm telling you guys, it works super, super well for digestion. So there you go, Digize. All right, the next one is Valor. Valor is another oil in the starter kit. It is another one that I think is a very beautiful smell. I like to use it in place of perfume. First, I'll tell you that the oils in it are black spruce, blue tansy, camphorwood, geranium, and frankincense. So it's a very woodsy smell, very grounding aroma. I put like a little roller top on the oil because Young Living sells these little roller balls. They're not roller bottles, but they're like this little replacement cap that you put on the oil, and it just makes it so that you can roll the oil directly on you undiluted. That's if you're hardcore like me. I wouldn't do it with a hot oil, but this is not a hot oil. So I just roll Valor directly onto my wrists and my chest or my neck every morning, actually. because it smells good as a perfume, but more than that, it's an oil that promotes courage and confidence. So I like to feel that at the beginning of my day when it's going to be a particularly long or stressful day. So it's very, very good for that. I love Valor. It's quickly become one of my absolute favorite oils. I also I use this if I'm like gonna have like a speech or a test or something important coming up and I'm nervous about it. I'll just inhale deeply before that. And it's just amazing. You can also apply Valor to your spine before and after chiropractic adjustments. I've heard that works really well. I have not had an adjustment in years, but I know people who have, and Valor has been very helpful to them for that. So there you go. Next oil is Peace and Calming. This oil, I'm so glad it comes in the kit because it has just been a lifesaver oil for our family. It's wonderful. It's a blend of ylang ylang, orange, tangerine, patchouli, and blue tansy. It is one of Young Living's beloved sleep oils. It is very good for sleep support. Like, I like to diffuse 10 drops in my bedroom when I'm kind of feeling like I'm tired but I can't go to sleep, so it helps with that. Recently I've been loving taking Peace and Calming baths, so instead of lavender I'll just put Peace and Calming, like 5 drops or so, in the Epsom salt bath, and it is just heavenly and divine and all of the words. It's just amazing. You can also make like a roller of Peace and Calming. I mean, you can do that with any oil, but for my baby, I'll put it in a roller bottle with the coconut oil diluted, and then if she's having a hard day or whatever, just roll some on her spine or bottoms of her feet, and that will calm her down. So Peace and Calming is just amazing. I also have heard people using this in place of perfume. I would so do that. I haven't done it yet, but it's just a beautiful, uplifting, but yet soothing and calming smell. So there you go, Peace and Calming. And the last oil in this kit that we're going to talk about that is kind of along the same lines is called Stress Away. Now, I will tell you right now, Stress Away, okay, I keep saying, this is my favorite, this is my favorite, this is my favorite, okay? But if I had to pick a #1 top favorite out of this kit, it would probably be Stress Away. Lemon is definitely a close second, but Stress Away is amazing, you guys. It is just the best. Okay, so this blend made by Young Living contains lime, vanilla, lavender, cedarwood, and copaiba oil. So another beautiful blend. It has been known to reduce mental rigidity and restore equilibrium and combat feelings of stress. It seriously has. This is another oil that I popped a roller top or a roller ball on and just roll straight on me. I do use this every single day as a perfume. I actually call it my mom oil. So like I'll use Valor in the morning when I wake up, but like when I'm out and about, on the go, like I have Stress Away in my diaper bag, like in my baby's diaper bag, in the side pouch, there's always a bottle of Stress Away. The reason being is because like if I'm out and about, baby's crying, I've had a hard day, whatever, like I just need a moment, I'll just roll some Stress Away like behind my ears, on my neck, my wrist, whatever, and inhale, and I'm just a new mama. Like it is seriously the mama oil. It's amazing. If you're a mama, you need Stress Away in your life. It's just the best. So yeah, you can also just rub it in between, like put a drop on your hands and rub together and inhale. It's just, when you inhale this oil, you just become a happy person. That's all I can say. It's just amazing. So yeah, those are the 12 oils in the Young Living Premium Starter Kit. As I mentioned, this amazing starter kit comes with a diffuser. You can actually pick your diffuser. There's a few different options that we can get into in another video, but you can pick your diffuser. They're just, Young Living offers amazing diffusers. That's all I will say. They are seriously very high quality, and they last a long time, so it's just great. But this starter kit is amazing. It comes with these 12 oils along with some other samples of some things. Like you get a sample of the household cleaner that I was talking about, like a little tiny sample. You get a sample of Ningxia Red, which is like an antioxidant drink that is supposed to be amazing for a lot of different things. Very healthy for you. So there's just a lot of different little goodies you get in your kit. It is honestly the best decision I ever made when I purchased the premium starter kit. I got it when I was about 30, I think I ordered it when I was about 37 weeks pregnant with my daughter, so I was at the very end of my pregnancy. And the whole reason why I got into essential oils and Young Living oils was because I wanted to use them in my hospital room when I was giving birth. And so I thought, oh, well, what better way to do that than to get the starter kit and get started on my oily journey. So I did that, and I got the kit about a week before my daughter was born. And I will tell you right now, I have never looked back. I have used oils every day since then. I am in love with all essential oils. Obviously, these 12 are the ones I started with, but there are so many other oils that I love. And so if you have any questions about this kit, if you're interested in getting it, you can actually go follow me over on Instagram. I am Richly Blessed Mama over there. I will actually link my Instagram down below for you in the description box so that you can go follow me over there. And if you're interested in purchasing a kit and you'd like to get help doing that, I would love to help you out. I would love to walk with you on this oily journey, get you started, get your family started on these wonderful oils. And so if you're interested in that, you can send me a direct message over there on Instagram. If you're not an Instagram user and if you prefer Facebook, you can always go follow me over there. I'm Alyssa Hicks, and you can send me a private message on Facebook as well. So you can contact me if you're interested in this kit. I would, again, love to help you. This has been the best decision my family's made for our health and wellness. I would say it's made a huge impact on that part of our life. We are in the process of what we call ditching and switching, basically taking all the toxic chemical-filled products out of our home and replacing them with essential oils and with products that are safe and pure. So if you're interested in doing that as well, I'm your girl, so hit me up. And I have so enjoyed doing this video for you. I hope you found this educational and helpful. You can always leave comments down below if you have questions as well, and I'll be here to answer for you. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in more videos like this. I'll be posting much more videos about essential oils and how I use them in motherhood and all sorts of things like that. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.